can it be? Showing up with Tony T, yes, Ramon SEO. To the double T, be funnelling these bookies like 1, 2, 3. They tapping out and we cashing out. It's plain to see. The morning team is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game is sort of a freight train. It's been reported bank rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and listen to the picks. And it goes a little something like this.
There I am. All right. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Steam show for Tuesday, July 23rd. I'm here and ready for another sports betting day. We've got Major League Baseball to talk about today. Let me get squared away here. And, well, that's pretty much it, I guess. After yesterday, we sealed off the Summer League with an exciting overtime game yesterday and a few other things we could touch on from yesterday, including another squeaker for the United States men's basketball team. They were able to beat Germany there finally after another close call, but they'll figure it out. They'll win every game, I'm sure. They might not cover the spread every time, but they'll probably win them all, and they'll probably be the first team to win them all and not cover the spread in any of them. So getting ready to start here. I've got steam rolling in right now. Why don't we get started with just those plays, read them off to you. I don't even know what they are. So Major League Baseball moves coming in from the Sharps right now. And let's start to adjust these lines. We get started. Hello to everyone in the chat. We'll talk Major League. Hey, a little bit of breaking news. You want it from me here. That's why you're here on the Morning Steam. I didn't really work too hard to drum this one up. But it just did start to come across here, across the something we've known for a long time, and actually it's happened before. But Sir Andy Murray has announced that he will retire after the Olympics, give it one last go to try to get a run at Roland Garros, but also to say goodbye to the fans and on the world stage. And Andy Murray, with his injuries and still great memories, from many of his great matches, of course, Wimbledon and the like, and he'll be calling it quits, I think, for sure, officially. We saw him, of course, withdraw from the singles at Wimbledon so he could compete one last time with his brother in doubles, and we get the word today that Murray officially will retire from competitive tennis after the Olympics. All right. And say hello to everyone in the chat. Let me get you this steam here. We see the Brewers and the Cubs. This one's getting hit to the over here this morning. It was 8. Let's see what we're at now. We'll probably tick this one up to 8.5, I'm sure, here. At this point, let me get rolling here. There it is with the Cubs today. Yeah, right now I'm showing 8.5 over 15 here in Las Vegas at the Circa, 8 over 18 at DraftKings, 8.5 under 15 at Bovada. So move here though to the over with the Brewers and the Cubs. Also, a little more steam that just came in. You heard it ring twice. It's Diamondbacks and the Royals game to go under. We saw the Royals put up that big move yesterday with 10 big runs and the game going way over the total. But here we're catching a little steam here. It may have ticked up to 10, and that might have caught the eye of the sharps because mostly we're looking at 9.5 flat across the board, although the South Point still hangs on to, nope, 9.5 over 15 now. Stations Casino down here by me, 10 under 25, but mostly 9.5s, Arizona and Kansas City. We did have a premium pick winner there yesterday on the total over. We did have a few winners. We'll check them out here in just a moment. Let me say hello to some folks. Let me just make sure we didn't miss any other big moves here. I'm watching tennis action from Europe mostly here. Some clay court action this morning. We've still got Atlanta tonight to go with, so try to find some other sports. And let's see who was here first today at the get-go. It's Dave. He's first up with his comments. Let's see what Dave's up to here. He says, good morning. Good morning. He says, Rockies pull it off there in the final inning. And James Paxton, no, James Paxton's not a Padre, sir. Paxton released yesterday. I think we talked about it actually yesterday here on the show with the Dodgers and their moves, because I saw people speculating too on X today. In fact, one of the top guys said he had retweeted and said, this makes no sense. Paxton retweeted the story Paxton released, and I was like, yeah, it does. Why would you need James Paxton right now if you're the Los Angeles Dodgers? Yeah, you're going to eat the money, but you figure, what are you going to do? You're not going to waste a spot. You're not going to put a 40-man on him. You're just going to, be done with it. You got all these great pitchers coming back here right now. Also, Dave says Royals plunking revenge. I don't know what he means by that. I mean, that pitcher just let one get away from him. All right, Thomas is here today as well. Jeff is here. Hello. And Dennis Finley here as well. Ron here. Hey, check out Ron's videos over there on the OG Cappers Network. Got a couple of nights. If you go on, I think where do I get it on? There was one channel. I don't know. I was watching last night. Maybe we were a little short of sports. I must have watched about 3 or 4 episodes of Sanford and Son in a row right there on that 6-hour marathon I think I had on one of the channels yesterday. Luis, hello. And I think that is it for our chat today. So we'll see. We got about 40 of you in here right now. So let's go over to Tony'sPicks.com, see who did well on the site yesterday and who had a good day here. Let me see if let me make sure I've got it here. I feel like I do. And I'll check it out here in just a moment. Bear with me here as we get rolling here on the day. Maybe a little light. Maybe I did get a little extra shut-eye this morning with our light schedule. Get ready for our big seasons here in summer. All right, I'm ready to go now. Go over to Tony'sPicks.com and check out the Handicapper leaderboard. See who's hot from yesterday. And atop the leaderboard is none other than our own Bo Dunn. Oh, he just went 5-0 today. We know Bo. He will Tuesdays and Thursdays. I know Bo can't join us, I think is what it is. So he leaves us with a 5-0 day. And how about Stephen Duncan? He went 7-3. So here are the guys that have been joining me on the show. They're pretty hot. It's a little karma here joining us with their insight over the last few days. Thank you guys, and good job there. Danny Dimes 3-0, Tony T 3-0. Great day for the top cappers here at Tony'sPicks.com and the network. Ben Ruhala 5-3, hitting more underdogs yesterday. Jerry Lewis 4-1 there. Ron Crawford 4-2. The two old ladies that bet consensus are up there as well. Mark Eubanks, Butterscotch, 67%, as was Hollywood Sam. There's Ramon Scott. He's on the handicapper leaderboard yesterday with a 5-3 record. Winners for me yesterday, some of the premiums yesterday included the Cardinals Pirates game to go under. That was a premium pick winner for me. I had the Dodgers last night against the Giants as a premium winner. Also, we had the Phillies and Twins game to go over, premium pick winner. Diamondbacks and Royals game to go over as well. And Joseph Schultz 1-0, Sean A. Stinwitty 1-0, Nick Lagaretos 1-0, EPA Sports Hoops 1-0. Everyone had a winning day, it looks like, almost here. CJ Sturgeon 2-1. Scott Doubles, Shooty 2-1, and Tiffany Mance 2-1. Great job by the Cappers over at Tony'sPicks.com. Last 7 days, it's Tiffany Mance on top, 10-2 record. The two old ladies at Bet Consensus, 12-8 record. 6.25 units of profit. Jerry Lewis up there, almost 6 units of profit. There's our Bo Dunn, 5 units of profit. Daniel Wolosichuk, 73%. Last 30 days, Brandon Checks up over 18.5 units. Ben Ruhala's up nearly 16 units, despite just being one game over 500. That's how Ben does it. Danny Dimes up there, close to 70% actually over the last 30 days. There's Bo Dunn, 10 2/3 units of profit. Daniel Wolosichuk there as well. Click on the All Cappers tab. That's how you'll find the handicappers. You can scroll down the list, find the handicapper of your choice, click on their handicapper profile page, and that's how you get signed up. You can read all about me if you want, but more or less you can grab my premium pick packages over here: 3-day, 7-day, 30-day. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout, save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine today, individual pick package in Major League Baseball. It's all nighttime action here. I don't think we can even drum up any other sports on the card today, but it will be a good weekend of action if you want to grab that 7-day. We've got UFC 304 from the UK this week. We're over there with our card. I'll do my MMA podcast this evening and get ready for the action this week. And of course, as I mentioned, not covered here on Tony'sPicks.com, but this time tomorrow, we'll be rolling with the Olympics. Yes, opening ceremonies don't begin until Friday, and you'll have to probably wait for the prime time to catch that, but there is Olympics action here starting tomorrow in soccer, and I think one other team sport also gets underway a couple of days early so they can conduct their tournament. So we're ready to go from Paris. Talked already a little bit about the tennis and everything as well, so won't cover, and I don't think any Olympics coverage with our premium picks here, not offered on Tony'sPicks.com, but we'll definitely talk a little Olympics here in the summer during the show, pass along a few plays. I've looked at some of the fringe sports. I'm a long-time Olympics style sports fan, so we'll be checking out some of the other sports there. All right, got some more comments coming in the chat, and appreciate you guys listening to that. Don't forget, check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com and use that promo code TonyT at checkout. All right, a few more names coming in here to say hello to, including Ron Crawford here today, author of the spreadsheet play of the day. Justin McKelvey's ready to go. Tyler Parrish as well. Curtis Mann. Ziggy Balls. I think I better be ready now because here comes everybody into the chat, including Stephen Downey, Jermaine Conley. I'm feeling real comfortable right now with everybody coming in. And Nunya as well. All right. Get ready to go with the baseball for today. I don't know what maybe the headlines were from yesterday's coverage. We already saw Dave's covered a lot of it there with, I would guess, some of the features were obviously Juan Solo doing it again for the Yankees, another multi home run game. So a big day for Soto. I think that's his fourth multi-home run game of the season. Uh, Yankees, I think, pounded 5 home runs in that win over Tampa Bay. Tariq Skubal, a great job by the consensus there, rolling with the Tigers, and you guys were right on with Skubal yesterday. We were right on with Skubal yesterday. 7 innings, just 1 run allowed. Uh, Pretty good performance. Mitch Keller, another good, strong outing from him. How about Hunter Green and his win over the Braves? I tried to go with the Braves. Yeah, Albie's going to be sidelined here as the Braves lose another bat with that wrist injury. We knew that going in. Interestingly, after he was placed, on the disabled list, the line moved, and that was kind of bizarre because everybody knew that Albie's. I think you guys were mentioning in the chat that Albies was going to, is out here now for a while. So, all right. And let's get ready to roll here with the show and get some winners for today. Hopefully, you guys are ready and we'll have some great analysis, some great picks. Here we go. Trevor Davis, hello as well. All right. All right, we'll get rolling right now with the Cardinals here and the Bucks. And hey, if you either gotta be really good or really bad to have your own day named after you, like our man Paul Skeens here today, going to be a pretty big favorite here against the Cardinals for sure. In this one, with the Pirates probably close to $1.85 right now in the total, it is going down here. I think we got to. No, we can leave it here at 8 under 20. I think there's enough 8 under 20s. I am showing the square books are starting to dip below here. Maybe I better move it down here because I might end up on the total. I think 7.5 under, 7.5 over 20 also is the line of some of the books as well right now, as this one kind of continues to move lower with Lance Lynn going up against Skeens in this one. Get rolling here with some of the numbers. St. Louis, when they're an underdog, man, they really can get shut down. And Skeens that doesn't show he really doesn't show that he has a clunker in him, right? If he's off a little bit, he still musters through. St. Louis has gone under in 12 of their last 16 games as an underdog. The Pirates have won 11 of their last 13 games as a favorite. Pirates have also gone under in 9 of their last 11 games overall. For Lance Lynn here, he's got a 5.64 ERA in his last 4 starts, and on the road in his last 4 starts, he's 0-2 with an 11.37 earned run average. St. Louis is 6-2 in his last 8 starts, as the Cardinals had a pretty good run here of late. They've still won 10 of their last 17 games, despite yesterday, you guys were on. Well, we all were. We were on the Cardinals on the road yesterday. I think just taking advantage there of that plus money, but the Pirates were able to get the win yesterday, as I said, with Keller, a pretty strong performance. So, but I did have that premium on the under there. All right, let's see here. I don't need to go much, I guess, into Skeens. He's got a 1.14 ERA in his last 6 starts, and the Pirates are 8-3 in his last 11 starts, or in his 11 starts this season. The Pirates continuing to roll here. He's also pitched against St. Louis back about a month and a half ago. Went 6 2/3 innings, gave up zero runs. You can comment in the chat. And gonna have, let's see here, Darren starts. Oh, hello to Darren. Williams ready for Skeens Day. Here's Luis with the first play of the day. He's got the under. Justin will be part of those big Pirates crowds here lately. The energy is electric with how well this team is performing right now. And here's Dennis wants Pittsburgh first 5 and the under. Skeens in the first 5, oh, he's just 7-0-4. They've never lost the first 5 with Skeens on the mound. Lance Lynn, 5-10-4 in the first 5. Thomas wants Pittsburgh. Dave wants the under. And hello to Fernando today. Ziggy's going first 5 under in this one. Thomas Lewis says he's seen enough. Hilt says Pirates consensus play. Consensus play under. Okay, interesting. Okay, let's do it. I think I already tipped my hand a little bit. And said I was going to go with the under here, so why not do it with you guys? We'll go team consensus here on the under in this one. Obviously, we'll need, contribution from Lance Lynn. The interesting thing about it, the Cardinals pretty solid in the bullpen, right? 3.44 or so. Let me see, 3.45-ish. The bullpen right now, so. They're really almost a full run better than the Pirates out of the pen. Darren says, give me the Pirates' first 5 run line. And let's see here. Juice says under as well, and that was after the consensus came in. So a real solid under here for you guys. We don't do many totals. Interesting, because I'm always on totals half the time, it seems like, on the show. And Tyler Parrish, Pittsburgh. And the Jermaine says this game's hard because the whole world is going to be on the Pirates, right? I think so, but I mean, I still think, it's going to be tough for everyone. Maybe you could, roll a run line. You're still dealing with I'll say $1.75 right now, list $1.85 there on the screen, but Bovada's got it. Yeah, at 185. So I would think that most Pirates backers will end up on the run line, I would guess, in this case. And I don't know if I want to trust the Pirates on the run line. It's going to be hard enough to win even with Skeens, right? We know it can be a bit of a struggle for them to get the win. Even with this great run, here's the thing about it is these teams, for all the burying of the Cardinals early, and Pirates have been good. They've been good for Pirates here right now, but these teams have pretty much the same record right now. So, okay, under it is consensus play. Let's move on. The Tigers and Joey Wentz on the mound here on Tuesday against Xavier Curry and the Guardians. Speaking of Curry, first time Olympian, and it was Seth Curry is one of the most awesome players we've ever watched in basketball, right? But on this Olympic team, the one problem the Olympic team has, right, is too many good players. Not that you'd take any of these guys off the team or anything like that, but Seth Curry it doesn't seem like he could find his spot on the floor, even though, maybe this team is pretty heavy with big guys a little bit, but man, the spacing is just so weird to watch. I'm not saying no team could be too talented, but man, it just seems like he's getting the ball not in that Seth Curry spot. I don't know what it was. All right, Xavier Curry's our man here, though, in this game. Just trying to observe there yesterday, watching the USA basketball. They call it the USA Basketball Showcase, but I wouldn't even bid $1 with Drew Carey on the USA at this point. Okay, here we go. I'm caught up now, making jokes to find my way to the stats here. Pardon me. Here we go. So maybe it's going to be some extra work here for the bullpens, I would guess, with the Tigers. And Wentz going up against Curry here. Wentz has a 5.22 ERA this season. Not great. Certainly here. And for Curry, he's got a 5.19 ERA so far this season. So Cleveland here in this one after yesterday's game. Look, great job. Team Steam, as I said yesterday, we all had Tariq Skubal. I get it. They won the game 8-2 against Carrasco. It was all the way as you guys drew it up. One of the easiest games of the season, it felt like here in Detroit. They're pretty hot right now. They've won 11 of their last 14 games, and Cleveland's lost 8 of their last 11. So Detroit here just a game shy of 500 right now at this point. Detroit's gone over in 10 of their last 12 games on the road. Cleveland's gone under in 6 of their last 7 games overall right now. And also here, Detroit over in 9 straight road games against division opponents. And they've also, out of this streak, been an underdog quite a few times. And they've won 5 of their last 6 games as an underdog. So great job by the Tigers here right now. I'm going to go to your picks and start it off with Luis. On the Tigers here, Thomas is on Cleveland. Ziggy's going to take the Guardians. Juice says that Tigers' first 5 has been money right now. Justin wants to go over in this one. Tyler's going to throw it back. Says, give me the Indians. You know why they changed the name to the Indians, to the Guardians, because they wanted to save money on the replica uniforms. They said, well, it already ends in Ian's, so we'll just take off the end and put guard. Let's see here. Any more here? Cleveland. Not much from you guys maybe in this one. He said Tyler there. Okay, let's see. Oh, here's one. Cleveland over for Dennis. So not many picks here on this one. Bob McCormick here. Thank you, Bob, for stopping by. It's been a busy morning for Bob. You can say that again. Bob's got a newborn, so we cut him some slack here. All right. Is that? I think Darren. I think Thomas is giving us the Guardians. He's gonna say it one more time, but I think this is supposed to be it's supposed to be an under. Is this a Guardians under? I'm gonna wait for Thomas here. He says, "Let me fix." He says, "Let's fix his phone." Let me go over the picks here and try to see, because I didn't really see much of a consensus from you guys on this one. Let me just look at it again. Luis Tigers, Thomas Guardians, Ziggy Guardians, Justin over, Tyler Guardians. There's some Guardians in there, but okay, no consensus. Yeah, okay. Thomas going with the under here as well. Hello to Ray Otachi. And hello to Mike as well. Thanks, you guys, for coming today. Ray says, give me the first 5 here. Tigers, first 5. All right, I'll make a call as well. Again, I think this one maybe a little bit more sketchy with the pitching situation here today, but I think it's just going to end up finding a way to Cleveland at this point. Really appreciate what the Tigers have been doing, but under here for Juice. Even I don't know if I can go under in this one just yet. I'm going to take the Guardians here as my play against the Tigers. Yeah, I'm taking the colder team against the hotter team, but I feel like the pitching situation with these two teams, I think I'm going to expect some high volatility. How's that? All right. Next up here. Oh, we got one more comment here. Tigers here for Darren. All right. Next up, Orioles and Albert Suarez against the Marlins here. We're just getting word on their pitching situation here with Kyle Tyler here in this one. He's got a 3.38 ERA so far this season, so it does feel like we'll pretty much end up with maybe a bullpen game here for the most part for the Marlins in this one. Little steam coming in right now on that, you guys here. Thomas Lewis special, maybe. How about Team Steam consensus special? The Cardinals and the Pirates. The total is definitely getting slammed right now. We already talked about it was moving lower to 7.5, right? So everyone's moving to 7.5 at this point with the Cardinals and the Pirates. The steam is rolling in here on the under right now after you guys released it. Also, taking steam right now is this game as we speak. Right now, the Marlins are taking steam in this one with Kyle Tyler. They were plus $1.65 or so, but I'm already showing circa down to $1.50. How about Bet Online? They're down to $1.37 for Miami, plus money, $1.37. So we've got to take off at least. If you're quick, you might be able to get a decent line at a few of these spots. If you wanted to grab this Marlins team here, I'm showing right now. I want to look at it live. $1.37 at Bovada currently. So this is a pretty big move here. Don't see any personnel issue at this point with Baltimore, but nonetheless, a pretty solid move. This line needs updating. I'm going to bring it down to at least $1.50 here. This is a 25-cent move so far. Well, let's call it $1.60. But no doubt the steam is coming in here on the Marlins. Total 8.5, and we'll call it shaded to the over. All right, let's get some stats out. You can get your plays ready to be punched in here in the chat with Baltimore and Miami. It's funny, Baltimore actually, with these being two East teams, these teams used to meet a little more frequently, a little bit. Well, no, I'm sorry, they weren't. Whatever the case may be, the Orioles have always had trouble here. Remember, we play them every year now, but before it was just every 3 years. But still, Miami 11-2 last 13 games against Baltimore at home. Now, maybe this Baltimore is a little bit better than previous Baltimore teams that might have come in here, but Baltimore's been beating up these National League East teams. All right, let's get some numbers on these guys for Albert Suarez here. Suarez, a 3.18 ERA in his last 3 starts. Suarez has gone under in 10 of his 12 starts this season. The Orioles come in having won 3 of their last 4. Miami is 5-12 in their last 17 games overall. They've gone over in 11 of their last 17. Let's get your comments on this one. I think we know what we're getting with these two, and whether or not you can stomach it here. If you like the Orioles, you're getting a discount today. So if you're feeling chalky, this would be the day to do it. All right, here, let me get a little water. All right, that feels a little better now. And all right, let's start to get the plays in here with a lot of Orioles here. Shannon Moore, hello and good morning to you today. Mike is on the Orioles here, and Baltimore for Dennis Finley will take him on the run line. Thomas is on the run line. Williams on the Orioles. Ziggy's going to be contrarian here. He'll take the Marlins. Luis O's run line. Dave's O's run line. Fernando goes with the over. Tyler's going to go O's run line. Joe T, hello. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great day today. Justin, Orioles team total over. Tyler also wants it. Everyone's pounding O's, it feels like. Good to have Mike here today. Howard Hogan in here. Oh man, Kerbin, where are these? Look at these avatar. These emojis. I love those. I've never seen such a wild sequence of emojis. Ray's on the Marlins. Oh, here's a Marlins action. But Howard's on Baltimore. Bob's on Baltimore. I don't know if that's certainly consensus. It feels like on Baltimore, despite the discount price. Let me call it for what it is here. And hey, if you got a discount for me, maybe I will take Baltimore. Let me look real quick at the market action in this one. But I'm probably just, well, all right. I think I'm just going to grab the under. Doesn't look like we have a consensus here. It feels pretty heavy, but I think the 2 or 3 Marlins might be preventing us from. No, there it is. Okay, let me get it right here. So, okay, I'll stick with Baltimore with you guys on Team Steam consensus. I was ready to pivot if it wasn't a consensus play. For a free play on the show, maybe I go Miami money on the run line here, but Baltimore should handle the business. We did get I think 2. Let me see if it was 2 on the Marlins. Ray had the Marlins and Ziggy. So it was pretty heavy. It had to be 7 or 8 to 2. It felt like in there. So Howard also going under. I'm going to be official. Oh, Thomas, is it run line? Baltimore run line, is it? Oh boy. I'll make sure that, or we'll get it at the end here. If it's run line, I might pivot actually to a total. So, all right, a little confusion on my part, but that's okay here. We'll move on to the next game. We'll clean it up, but it feels like consensus play here is Orioles maybe on the run line in this one. Let me. I think I like just the money line. I'm not going to trust these Orioles here at this point. I'm barely trusting them to get this discount. I'm only on them at a discount price, it feels like to me. So I will go with the under as my official show play, and Team Steam is on Baltimore, either run line or money line. We'll find out here in a little bit. It was pretty much split. I mean, like I said, Bob was run line, Howard was money line. Tyler was run line. Dave was run line. Luis was run line. William was Oriole, but Thomas was run line. Okay, it feels like run line then. No problem. All right. All right, so consensus play here, Baltimore run line. I'll take the under as my play here in this one. All right, next up. And Mike says they just steamed the Orioles here just moments ago. Yeah, I think we reported that as kind of the lead to our story there. Howard stood trust the run line here today. Dave said, "Did you say $1.25?" No, I think $1.65. I would say at the minimum here at this point. Or no, well, $1.25. I'm showing. We're definitely showing Miami here down to $1.35. I think minimum at some spots. Okay, let's keep it going here. And Jermaine says Steam on the O's. No. Team Steam might be on the O's, but the Steam appears to me to be clearly on the Marlins here in this game. Marlins are the Steam from the Sharps here. All right. My Padres going to be taking on the Nationals here in this one with uh, Hertz here for the Nationals and Randy Vasquez for the Padres. Vasquez, look, Padres doing pretty well with these guys a little bit now. King has been better than Vasquez, but Vasquez seems to be helping him hang in there a little bit. For the Nationals here, I believe with Hertz, we may, right now, I'm definitely showing Hertz. I'm showing Hertz as some of the line services with Hertz. I would imagine that we could get an opener here for Washington in this game. No sign of that yet, so don't take my word for it. But uh, we will get Hertz in there. It looks like he's about 25 or so. Total 9.5 here right now for Washington and the Padres here. The get some of the numbers for these guys. Here we go. For Randy Vasquez, he's got a 2.21 ERA in his last 4 starts. So Padres getting some good work out of him right now. The Padres are just 2-4 with Vasquez on the road. The Padres have dropped 7 of their last 10 games overall. The Nationals are pretty warm right now for sure. They've won 5 of their last 6 games. They've gone over in 8 of their last 13, but the Padres have gone under in 5 of their last 6. Vasquez, however, has gone over in 5 straight. Get your plays if you want here in this one with the Padres and the Nats. This series has gone over in 4 straight games between these two teams. Here is Dennis Finley. He's going to start us off. He'll take the over in this one. Williams on the Nationals. Justin says, give me the Padres. Thomas is going to be on the over. And Mike Ferraro here today. He's ready to go. He's ready to move ahead. He says, let's get to that Mets-Yankees game already, Ramon. And Dave says he wants the Padres. Ziggy's on the Nationals here in this one. Thomas says Yankees been getting it done. Juice says the Padres can't bring those runs home right now is what it feels like. All right. Tyler Parrish, Padres money line. And he said, Jermaine says, if the Nats are really favored, I'm going to take Padres reverse run line. And Bob McCormick says, give me the Padres on the run line. All right, that might be a pretty big price for even me to go with. What are the Padres on the run line here? Minus, just one of those interesting things because of the way the line has shifted. The general books are listing the Padres as a run line favorite at minus 1.5 plus 170. I don't know if that's what you're interested in. I don't have the alternate run line just yet, so I would imagine, though, it'd be virtually the same thing. The Padres at plus 1.5 would probably be minus $1.75 or so, I would imagine, in this one. So I'm not going to be interested necessarily in that, but might be interested in the Padres here. Maybe get a few more suggestions from you guys. All right. Not much here from the chat, but I'm going to take the Padres here as well as an underdog here at even money or better. And to beat Jermaine, only looking for that plus money. That's how you got to do it. And he says, Jermaine said he was interested in that plus 170 Padres, minus 1.5 at plus 170. All right. Mike on the Padres. Jermaine on the Padres. Run line. Okay. Next up. Let me see Thomas here. Okay, we're ready to go next game here. That Mets and Yankees game here with Jose Quintana going up against Luis Gil. We've already got the preview pretty much in the chat from Mike Ferraro. You're talking about the Yankees, current slide, certainly at this point with that poor run that they're on at this point. But, well, they sure looked good yesterday. When they were playing long ball at the stadium. But little midweek Subway series here. Let's get into it. Let me get the numbers here for the Yankees and Luis Gil. He's got a 1.42 ERA in his last 2 starts. Maybe he's getting back that form a little bit. The Yankees are just 1-4 in Gil's last 5 starts. Yankees here have gone under in 7 of their last 11 games. As Mr. Ferraro mentioned, 10-20 in their last 30 games. They are 8-7 in their home series openers. For Quintana, a 2.66 ERA in his last 4 starts. The Mets are 5-2 in Quintana's last 5 starts. In 7 career starts against the Yankees, he has a sub-3 ERA. Mets come in having won 9 of their last 14, and they're 8-2 in their last 10 series openers. Let's get your comments here in the Subway Series with the Yankees favored, but Mets got to be considered live here, feels like. Dennis Finley starts us off. He's got the Mets. Ziggy's going over. Here's Justin. He's got the over as well. Dave's on the Mets run line. Hello to Kwame Adobe joining us today. Bob McCormick says, give me the Yankees -1 in this one. Thomas says, give me the Yankees and parlay them up with the O's today. Jermaine wants to know who has the best record on Tuesday. On a Tuesday. And Mike says, Mets money line, or should we do the Mets +1.5 possibly here? All right, yeah. I think the thing with that Mets +1.5 today, what is it, at -$1.50? Either way, I guess you can't go too wrong here in this one, but I don't know. If I'm getting the Yankees starting to get they're $1.50. There's no doubt about it. $1.50 and even $1.65. Here's Shannon on the Mets. All right, a couple more. Joe T's going over here. And I tell you what, I don't mind that. I don't think I mind that after seeing what happened yesterday. The widely reported steam did come in on the over here, and I need to update it on the screen because it's definitely not. I don't mean to change the line on Joe. Just gave him the little circle of death there, like he tried to punch in his bet. And I'm like, oh, not so fast. It's not 8.5. It's 9/15. I know Joe knows that, but he likes the over. And I do too, quite frankly, and maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to go over with my man Joe here in this one. That widely reported steam came in on the over. And probably maybe I could, at least help out Jermaine with the Tuesday. He loves the days of the week factor. I don't know if I got the days of the week factor with these two teams, but if I do, I'll give them to him. Yankees are 5-2 at home on Tuesdays. They're also 60-23 at home on their last 83 Tuesdays, but they're the Yankees, so even that. But that's just pretty good, isn't it? That's like over 70%. The Mets are just 8-21 on Tuesdays on the road in their last 29. How about that, Jermaine? And we should be on the Yankees here maybe Tuesday's not the best day. Hey, the Mets are 4-1 in their last 5 Tuesdays. On a Tuesday. All right, I'll take the over. A few more plays from you. And it is Tyler Parrish going with the over. Yeah. All right. Let's move on here to the next one with. All right, the Rays here against the Blue Jays with Alexander. No, that's not right. Okay. The Blue Jays are going to have an opener, I believe. It'll be Armstrong, the opener. We've seen this guy open games for a couple years. So I'm going to put Armstrong in here right now. I think he is the opener here in this one. The Blue Jays are all the way down here to minus $1.40 or $1.35 or so. Let me update that as well. $1.40 and 8.5 under 15, maybe 8.5 under 20 at this point for the Rays and the Blue Jays. So look, I don't mind when the Rays come in with their opener. This guy's, this is the guy that you should go to half the time anyways. And let's start to roll it a little bit. Changes things a little. It's a bullpen game, I think, for the most part, even though we'll see some of those other guys in there here for the Rays today. Okay. For Tampa Bay, they've gone over in 4 straight games. Right now, the Blue Jays have gone over in 20 of their last 24 games. Berrios has gone over in 6 straight starts. He has an 8.4 ERA in his last 3 starts, but Toronto, surprisingly, is 8-4 with Berrios on the mound in his last 12 starts. You can start to get your comments here right now. Toronto also gone over in 8 straight games, but they're not covering. Their wins are pretty much by a run. They have 9 straight games as the favorite. They haven't covered a run line. Okay, here we go with Dennis Finley. Here's going to start us off. He's got Tampa Bay money line. Justin's going Rays as well. Tyler on the Rays. Ziggy going over. Bob wants Blue Jays first 5. Berrios is 7, 11, and 2 in the first 5. Luis is on the Rays here. So, and let's see, Darren, first 5 under, and Juice says he wants the Rays as well. I might be on the Rays, actually. I think I'm willing to take the Rays here at plus money. I think I'll just take them on the money line. They're minus $1.75, and they have taken the. I don't think it was too steamy, but nonetheless, they're down to $1.15 or $1.20 right now. So maybe not the best return. And look, Thomas says it as a consensus, actually. So give us the Rays, Team Steam here today on the money line, plus $1. We'll call $1.15, $1.20 or so. Tampa Bay is the play. Team Steam consensus. 3 plays already. Here we go. Next up, Reds and Braves with Nick Martinez on the mound here for the Reds in this one. Going up here against Chris Sale. Chris Sale has a 2.7 ERA this season and 18 starts. Martinez, he's mostly a bullpen guy. It's kind of an opener situation. It feels like Martinez can run a little bit deep, no doubt about it. But Braves going to be a huge favorite here. Despite yesterday, we saw the Reds get the win yesterday, 4-1 with a great performance from Green. Lopez gave up a run in the first inning, surprisingly, yesterday. And we did give out the under, though, here on the show. Although I did have a premium on the Braves, which the steam came in on the Reds, kind of the Sharps tried to alert me what was going on, and it still came Cincinnati. The true steam had the winning play yesterday. All right, let's get into it now with the Reds and the Braves here with uh, Nick Martinez. The Reds come in having lost 4 of their last 5 games. They've gone over in 7 of their last 10. Chris Sale, a 2.04 ERA in his last 6 starts. 5-1 record in those last 6 starts. The Braves are 13-5 with Chris Sale on the mound. Braves have gone under in 19 of their last 25 games overall. We're seeing plenty of 7.5s out there right now. I don't even see an 8 at this point, so I better change it on the screen before before you guys go to the book of Ramon.
Critical notice.
Let's see what the number 7.5 juice to the over here at -115 or so, but definitely moving lower here at this point with Reds and Braves today. I probably don't mind it. Let's get your plays here in the chat maybe, and we'll go from there. Braves home games this season, 17-32 to the under. Okay, here come the plays with the Braves game. Williams on the Braves, so's Mike. And Thomas says, let's just way too high. What can you do? Can you go run line? You can if you're Dennis. He wants the Reds on the run line. So does Thomas. Dave says, just take the Braves. And Mike says, a little bit of steam coming in here, possibly. Let's see what I know about it. Yeah, definitely 230, 240, but the 240 maybe looks like it's about the highest there. Darren on the under here. Justin says, give me the Braves run line. He's our Braves correspondent, of course. Ziggy says Braves run line and under. Shannon Moore wants the under here in this one as well. And Terrell saying, look, the Braves, these injuries have got to be starting to pile up. Look, I mean, we knew that they were going to be a little bit more shorthanded yesterday. I still was willing to roll with them a little bit. I just, I counted it as a discount, even though we know Albies, hit the DL. Don't forget Max Fried also hit the DL yesterday. So that's more of the injuries here right now for the Braves a little bit. Bob likes Sales K prop to go over. B Hawk is here. No relation to who, a more famous Hawk Royals money line, not this game, but just want to say hello to B Hawk and his sister. All right. Mike wants to go over maybe. Tyler says Braves run line here maybe. And let's see what Jermaine's saying here. Over still, it's not righty, by the way. Did anyone start tailing that yet? I think what Jermaine is, kind of referring to, I don't know, maybe Braves, is it because the Braves are, just a few games over 500 against right-handed pitching? I don't know if that's what he's saying here. Maybe I could take a look here and see what I think of the matchup anyway. Here's Braves run line for Luis. And look, I would think that against, let me see here. I think I have my matchup report. I hate taking up too much of your guys' time to get too specific, batter versus batter. Oh, okay, I see. Tremaine says when it's righty versus righty, that's when they're going under. Oh, okay, I got it. Oh, okay. I got to look into that then. Wow, I love that. Ray says go under in this one. All right. Okay, I'll make a call myself here. I feel like I'm going to be on Atlanta to roll, it feels like. In fact, Thomas Lewis is going here. Oh, thanks, Jermaine. Is that what it is? Tony's great on those, actually. Here, I wish I knew where Tony got all his great info. Sometimes he's great with those numbers. I just rely on some major sites pretty much, and then do all my work by hand. All right. And Thomas says, there it is, Atlanta Braves run line, number 4 consensus. Tyler likes the team total over. I'll go Atlanta run line with you guys. Team Steam consensus. All right, next up. Thank you, Stop Geo, for stopping by. Appreciate it. Next up, here's the Phillies and Wheeler going up against the Twins and Simeon Woods Richardson. Hey, nice pitching matchup here. I mean, no one's uh, scoffing at Woods Richardson, or if they did it all, but I think he's played the part. He's been better than expected. It feels like at this point. I had a premium pick winner yesterday with the over in this game. Of course, we have the Twins here with Team Steam yesterday, which was a great call by you guys as an underdog against Ranger Suarez. You guys are willing to do it, and they've rewarded you with a victory 7-2. I will say this: it was a pretty popular underdog, but hey, no problem. I took it with you guys as well. So Team Steam won it, and we won that. I had that premium pick winner on the over with the 10 runs there by Minnesota. I think it was 10, right? No, 7-2. Is that right? 7-2. That's what it was. The 10 runs was Kansas City. Okay. But still, we had that a winner over 8.5. Wasn't easy, but we got it home. All right. And so, look, Wheeler's always going to be real popular, but come on, Woods Richardson's been really terrific. I mean, I got to kind of maybe look to this side here. The Twins are 8-2 in the last 10 starts with Richardson on the mound. Now, he hasn't been great over his last couple of games, got a close to a 4 ERA in his last 3 starts, and uh, no wins to show for it. But the Twins have gone over in 9 of their last 10. We know how well they've been hitting, and they did the job again yesterday. Wheeler, not going to, hard to find any problems with his situation here right now. A 2-0 record in his last 4 starts with a 2.19 ERA, and the Phillies are 11-4 with Wheeler on the mound. But the Phillies have dropped 5 of their last 7 right now. All right, you guys get your plays ready in this one. So, but Minnesota just, I don't know. It's an underdog. I don't know if I could pass this price up. I'm sure it's a little bit cheaper by now, right? $1.40, $1.50, maybe $1.40, $1.50. It's definitely not $1.60. So, if I'm going to look to Minnesota, I'll put it all the way down to $1.40 here because maybe it'll continue to tick down later in the day. It feels like Minnesota just could be a public dog again, but I don't mind. I'll probably want to do it. Let's see what you guys have, though, and I just feel like they're going to be a popular dog. But maybe not. Here comes some plays. Dennis is on Minnesota, but Williams on Philly. Justin likes the under in this one. And Jermaine says, I'm going to roll with the Phillies by 2.5. I like the Phillies a smash here, he says. Tyler's on the Phillies. Thomas is on the Phillies as well. Jermaine says it's going to be 5-2. Ziggy's on the Phillies. It's a consensus play on the Phillies here by you guys. I'll let you guys roll with Phillies here in this one, and I'll let you guys take a victory lap tomorrow. I'm not feeling comfortable right now with the Phillies at this point. Minnesota terrific as an underdog here at this point. Shannon on the Phillies. Thomas, I don't mind. I think the princess plays is probably good here. And what's happening, Tyler? As Mike is the biddy blowing up? Is the biddy blowing up, Mike? I didn't look. I know everything's going up right now. I'll take a look here right now, real quick. We're 45 minutes in. Something's blowing up for me anyway. You guys don't care about that. Jermaine says Zach Wheeler of Fortune. Tyler's on the Phillies first five. Twins over for Terrell. Jermaine says, what are they as a dog? Okay, Jermaine. Thank you, Jermaine. I will try to be ready for all your inquiries there. Minnesota, they've won. Let me see what else I have. They've won 5 straight as a dog, I think, right now. Let me see here. At least I got some numbers on them available real quick. I don't know if I have the underdog tab up and my numbers are closed right now. So sorry about that, my friend. And but he said, let me see if I have it here. Minnesota. Okay, I can't hold up the show. Sorry, Jermaine, just don't have it at my fingertips right this second. Here, no problem, Jermaine. You continue to put me on the spot. I like that actually. You guys know maybe why I got 69 of you in here right now is that sometimes I'm pretty good about bringing the stats up when you guys want them here a little bit, but I'm struggling there on that one. That's a pretty easy one. I should be more ready. Mike here going under. Luis on the Twins here and over for Ray. All right. I think you guys are on the consensus play here. The widely reported steam has come in here on the Twins in this one, but consensus play here. So I will take the under in this one with the Phillies and Minnesota. I might be giving out my premium here, it feels like, in this one. Just because you guys are scaring me a little bit. So let me pivot. I'll go with the under here. And, I might back off that Twins play that I was on. Or maybe I'll take him on the run line, lay a little juice. I got to respect my chat. I mean, our chat, us. We can't always agree, no doubt. And I'm, respect you guys too much. Okay. All right, next up, Brewers and Cubs continue the series here. Yesterday, we saw, yesterday the Cubs win it 3-1. Team Steam, we were consensus on the Brewers here, no doubt, yesterday, but Cubs were able to get it done. The Brewers just couldn't get the bats going again, right? So here we go. We'll talk about this one with these two teams. Hey, it's the Cubs on Tuesday, Jermaine. This is their day. I know that. Milwaukee's gone over in 9 of their last 12 games as an underdog coming into this one. Let's chop it up with the Brewers here. Colin Ray, a 4.58 ERA in his last 3 starts. Milwaukee 7-3, last 10 with Ray on the mound. Brewers here come in having won 3 of 4. They've gone over in 7 of their last 10 games. For Jameson Taillon, he's 3-0 in his last 3 starts with a 2.41 ERA. They did go over in all those starts with plenty of run support. He is just 4-8 in his career in 12 career starts against the Brewers. Cubs have won 10 of their last 15. They've gone under in 7 straight at home right now. Here, late July, if you will. Get some of your plays here. And here they come with Milwaukee on the money line. Starts us off, but Thomas says Brewers. Justin's on the Cubs money line. Williams on the Brewers. Dennis wants the Brewers on the money line. Ziggy's on the Cubs money line. And who else? Under here for Ray. Mike's on the Cubs. And Luis is on the Brewers. Fernando's on the under. We're kind of all over here. It feels like. Well, maybe a little bit of under action, but I don't know if we have anything too solid from the chat here in this one. Widely reported steam did come in on the over here at, I want to say it was 8. Yeah, it was 8. And right now we're looking mostly at, pardon me, 8.5 everywhere. 8.5, maybe slightly juiced to the under. So let me update that. That gives us a little bit of room to maneuver here. Kind of like a total here. All right, I do want to look at this one real quick on the market because we might need to. I'm going to end up on here. Okay, let me make sure. Let me see a few more comments here. Okay, did I get these? Tyler Parrish Brewers, Fernando Brewers. A lot of Brewers action here, actually. Jermaine says, "Do I follow this time? I follow it intently. I don't always tail it though, for sure. But maybe 2/3 of the time I'm gonna be. Usually I find myself on the steam because, and I'm not saying I'm your professional. I'm your professional handicapper right here every day at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. I often find that I'm already on the steam, or that was my team. That when the steam comes out, it reaffirms what I was thinking. Not that I'm moving the books like Thomas thinks, but usually that's going to be the sharper side. So I find myself more often than not on the steam. But again, when you're on the steam and the steam is moved, you're getting the worst of the line. You're getting the confidence knowing that, big money's come in on your side usually, but you've also missed out on some value there. So a lot of times it will take me off of a premium. Sometimes it'll put me on a premium. Okay, I hope that answered that. That was, not solid necessarily. Shannon on the Brewers. You guys are on the Brewers big time here, it feels like. Terrell says they are kind of a bounce back team. All right, can we do it? Can I do it here with the Brewers in this one? Let me go. My graphics is messed up there. I missed the 8.5. Let me fix that and show it. There we go. All right. And okay, we didn't quite get there. It felt like Brewers maybe, but there were some Cubs in there, I think, right? Who was on the Cubs? Mike was on the Cubs. Ziggy was on the Cubs. So maybe, and Justin as well. So I see not a consensus. Nope, not a consensus here necessarily. I'm going to take the Brewers. I'm going to try there. All right. Ziggy's like, how do you get this? I just subscribe to the line services. Ziggy, there's a couple of major line services. I just love to watch the screen move and the lines move. It's kind of a personal thing. So I try to get I subscribe to the service. Okay, I'll take the Brewers here. You got plenty of support on the Brewers, and I just like Colin Ray. He's pretty profitable, right? I mean, yeah, Jameson Tyone profitable as well, but with Colin Ray, you are winning 1/3 of a unit on each of his starts. Tyone, too, has been profitable this season, but Colin Ray, one of the most profitable pitchers on this card actually today. All right, next up, White Sox and Rangers here with Garrett Crochet going up against John Gray. Garrett Crochet, he's been good, but he's not profitable. No problem. I mean, it's hard to be profitable when you're on the White Sox, but he does have a 1.93 ERA in his last 4 starts. No wins to show for it. Unlike some of these other White Sox pitchers, Gray usually Crochet ends up in a tough matchup. Even John Gray is going to be a little bit tough here for the White Sox, I would imagine. Chicago's just 2-7 in the last 9 games with Crochet. We try to avoid talking about all these bad stats with White Sox because we know they have a bunch of trends to losing trends. That's all there is to it. Crochet has gone under in 15 of his 20 starts. The White Sox have gone under in 10 of their last 13. The Rangers have gone under in 9 of their last 14. Rangers have won 9 of their last 13 overall. John Gray been getting hit here a little bit in those last 3 starts, a 9 ERA, but still, cheap price because you're going up against Crochet here. But again, Crochet they just don't win with him. That's a tough part. You lose the quarter unit every time he goes out there. Get your plays here if you'd like. In this one with White Sox first 5 here for Dennis. Crochet 8-7-5 first 5, so that's pretty good for him considering does not win a lot of games. Gray here is 9-5-2. He's also pretty good in the first 5. And Justin says, give me the Rangers money line. Thomas, Texas Ranger money line. Ziggy says, give me the White Sox on the money line. He says, I like even money here with the White Sox. Or play maybe plus $1.05. Maybe even got a plus $1.10. And Fernando says, White Sox first 5. We got him plus 105 last night. Or minus 105. Yeah, that makes sense. Tyler's on the Rangers here. Ziggy says Crochet stops the long losing streaks, though. Crochet, you guys, you mentioned the first White Sox first 5 for now. Crochet about as good as they get in baseball. Just 20 starts, only one time has Crochet allowed a first inning run. John Gray is not great, 6 of 16. Bob's on the Rangers. And I think Dave says the Sox are going to trash the Rangers here today. Ray's on the Rangers. Terrell says they always score first and lose. Luis says, give me the White Sox today. And I don't know. I just can't stomach the price on the White Sox. How long is Crochet pitching for here? Ray says, does he have limitations here today? Well, considering, he can run pretty deep. White Sox. Hey, Duda's here. Hi, Duda. He likes the White Sox first 5. Luis says, what was the last pick? That's a good question. The last pick was I went with the Brewers. Yeah. Ray, in that situation, though, he was preparing, I believe there was an intangible there, I thought, that a precaution of some kind in that game. So the fact that he's out here in this spot should be an indicator that I don't think we're going to see the same thing here. Okay, let's get I think we're ready to go here. I'll make a call as well with this one with the White Sox and the Rangers. Widely reported steam did come in on the under here. Total currently right now, though, still 7.5 flat. The square books are starting to juice it up to the under. The move is to the under here, no doubt. But still, White Sox bullpen, 4.7 ERA. So I got to take Texas. I can't pass up $1.25 against a team that has 71 losses or whatever they have right now, as good as Crochet is. and mentioning also certainly what Ray was talking about. I'm not necessarily where Jermaine said if they look, the White Sox got some issues. If they start trading the young pitchers, then forget about it, right? Yeah, they need to trade the Fetty, get rid of Fetty. That's fine. Try to get more young talent, but you need to hang on. If you're the White Sox, you just need to hang on to all these young pitchers and hope it works. All right, next up. And so I don't know what it means. What Mike, Mike's always gonna have crazy, but we did see some movement yesterday in sports books. A consolidation of sports books. If you can't compete with DraftKings, you're dropping out. Uh, Unfortunately, what these books might be, they might be making a mistake, but you can't hang in the game there early on with DraftKings and all that early money. But look at DraftKings stock. I mean, they're not going anywhere. They're I think they're pulling back on all those bonuses because they've just kind of said, you know what, are we retaining people? Are we wasting our money? Getting everybody on board with sports betting now. And then once everybody drops out, they don't need to go with the promotions as much anymore. And we're seeing more and more books just if they can't get more than, if you can't get, you know, I want to say 2.5% market share, you're done. Much less try to get 5% market share against these guys. But I don't know. I don't know much about it. I just read the sports books, the sports betting industry news here a little bit. All right, next up, because I am on the Rangers there. Okay, here we go. Diamondbacks and Royals. We saw the Royals smash these guys yesterday. Consensus winner. Good job yesterday, you guys, on the Royals. I was with you. We were on it. Team Steam consensus. Royals yesterday. Yeah, we laid the juice, but that's okay. And I had a premium pick winner on the over, and it was 10. This was a 10-4 game yesterday with the Diamondbacks and the Royals. So you have Montgomery returning. Montgomery's returning here. I think that's kind of the news in this game. The headline, I guess, would be Montgomery returns here for Arizona in this one. His last start was about a month ago. June 27th. So Montgomery returns here. He was struggling. Had a ERA close to 10 in six previous starts, in his six previous starts before going on the shelf there. For a month, he's gone over in 7 of his last 9 games. For Marsh, he's got a 5.23 ERA in his last 4 starts, but the Royals are 11-6 with Alec Marsh on the mound. The Royals have won 8 of their last 10. They're kind of backing away. They've gone under in 11 of their last 15 overall, but Marsh has been an over pitcher. 8 of his 10 starts have gone over. Arizona's gone over in 12 of their last 15 games coming in, but the widely reported steam did come in on the under here in this one and has driven this total down. I probably could update it. It's 9.5 flat. It was as high as 10, and I think that's probably what the Sharps took, a juiced 10 to the under, but right now I'm showing the Diamondbacks favored about $1.15 or $1.20 right now, and the total is at 9.5. If you want to take a stab at this one, let me know what's going on, and I'll make a pick. I think I know where I'm headed in this one. Kansas City, man, they just at home. Good team, bad team. I don't know. It seems like they kind of got it back together here. Dennis says, give me the over in this one. Thomas is on the Kansas City run line here. He'll take the handicap. That's going to be too big of a price for me to get involved with. $1.60 actually isn't bad considering how close it is, but I'd rather just take a money line with Ziggy. Tyler's on the Royals. Justin says he likes a Diamondbacks team total over, though. Mike on the Royals. Duda, first 5 over in this one. And Kansas City Royals money line consensus play. I'm on Team Steam here. Give me that consensus play as well with Marsh. Marsh, a pretty profitable pitcher for sure this season. And Dave says he wants to go over. Shannon's going over. Luis is going over as well. Like I said, widely reported Steam did come in on the under. I don't know if I'm going to get together with you guys on that, but I'm not worried about it. Well, I'll take the uh, Royals with Marsh. Marsh, you win 37 cents on the dollar so far this season with Marsh. I know the Sharps are going to be on Kansas City, and they're not great in games like this, but Roberts on the Royals and Terrell's going over. So team consensus, Kansas City, we move on. Red Sox and Rockies, and what a wild one last night with the Rockies getting the win in extra innings, 12 innings, 9-8. Uh, I don't like the in Colorado. They shouldn't let them put a runner on second, but tell them to go back to first base or something. Uh, Too easy in Colorado. Although it did take 12 innings, I guess. I guess I'm kidding myself a little bit. Got Ty Block here has been, I believe, officially announced. I'm seeing him on all the sites as the pitcher today. So Block here, the left-hander, bit of an opener in this one against Carter Criswell for the Red Sox. So feels like we'll see plenty of pitchers here, but Criswell hasn't been great for sure. A 6.91 ERA in his last three starts, but Boston's 8-4 with Criswell on the mound this season. Boston's gone over in four of his last five starts, but Boston's gone under in 7 of their last 11 and dropped four straight coming in here. The Rockies have won four straight. Uh, just a wild game last night, but we gave out the Rockies here yesterday on the show on the run line. So felt like it was gonna felt like it was getting there. Then it wasn't. Then it was, and it wasn't. Steam yesterday did come in on the over. Today, though, we haven't seen it. I don't think we've seen anything necessarily from the Sharps here to a certain extent. Here comes some of your plays on this one. Let me bring them up here with Thomas Lewis. I think is starting us off with Red Sox on the run line. Ziggy wants to go under here. That's what I said yesterday on the show. I said I might go under. I didn't end up going anything on the total really, but Ziggy on the under. Rockies run line here again for Duda. Probably could do that again, it feels like. Justin says his top play is over in this game after what he saw yesterday. Boston just does not do well in these interleague games, it feels like. Mike says, give me the Red Sox on the run line, though. And Jermaine says he'll go over 11 runs in this one. And who was it? Duda on that run line there. Rockies have won 5 straight on the run line. I'm probably going to try to find a way to Colorado. It feels like in this one. All right. I'll take them on the run line. Give me the Rockies here to keep it going. Another one. I just feel Boston has trouble in these. They just lose focus or something. Luis on the rock. Let me see here. Oh, I think I missed a few plays. Let me get these straight here. Thank you, Gerardo, for your soccer contribution today and Champions League qualifying. Tyler on the run line here. Terrell says Rockies to get 5 runs. William on the Red Sox. Luis on the Rockies. Shannon on the Rockies. Ray on the Red Sox. This one's all over the place. Rockies team total over for Ray. All right, give me the Rockies here on the run line tonight. Sharps are going to be on Boston, I'm pretty sure. And maybe that's why it's kind of still $1.55, $1.60 right now. So a little bit here. Jermaine Ty Block is left-handed, but he's also just an opener. The Red Sox will have a primary pitcher here. Believe in this game. Okay, here we go. Block can go a little bit deeper, but he's left-handed. Okay, the Juice says give him the rocks as well. Next up, Astros and A's with uh, Jake Bloss here for the Astros in this one. Bloss has 2 starts so far. He's given up 4 runs. He was a draft pick just last year. We talked about him already a little bit. He's been pretty good in the minors, and well, the Astros have needed pitching, so he's been up here now for a couple of starts, and I think they won him. Did they win them both? Here against the A's. Let me take a look. I mean, he's just an opener, really. So, all right. A's have won 10 of their last 16. They've also won 10 of their last 16 at home. They've gone over in 5 of their last 6. They've got Osvaldo Beto. He left the boat that day. Starting to sound like Biden. I'm starting to sound like Biden. All right. For the Athletics here, man, it just feels real good right now with these guys at this point. They won another game yesterday here. Yeah, I might have whiffed on the total in this one, but man, we should have felt like we should have went with the A's yesterday. I don't know. I just can't get off these guys at this point. Houston's going to treat these guys all of a sudden. What happened? I mean, Houston was so hot, and Oakland was able to knock them out yesterday. Price here right now, though, just $1.30, $1.35. Let's get the plays in here for you guys. Williams on the Astros, Ziggy's on the Astros. Thomas is on the Oakland run line here. Ray wants the A's, but Justin's on the Astros. Judah's on the A's. What is the run line? I think it's going to be too high for me to want to. $1.45, give them to me. I'll take A's on the. Give me the A's on the run line. I'll sprinkle the money line, though, after they beat them yesterday and proved to me that they could do it. That was all I was concerned with. I guess I wanted to see one. Look, the A's are about as good as it's been. And Kwame said he told you yesterday, take the Rockies for 20 units. But unfortunately, I had 19 other units all over the place, so I could only go 1 unit. All right, Jermaine says Houston minus 2.5. Luis is on the A's for sure. And Fernando says, I look like Oh my God, Fernando. No, I don't. You know who I look. You know who my presidential doppelganger is, you guys. You've seen it, right? Come on. If you haven't, try Calvin Coolidge. He didn't run for re-election either. All right. Houston owns the A's. Don't be fooled by yesterday. I don't know. I'm fooled. I'm fooled. Mostly because it just feels like the A's are feeling good right now. That's all. And no doubt, Terrell, that's why I'm going to go with them here. I think as a free pick. I don't think I'm getting that good premium price anymore to want to go with a premium with Oakland. A's money line and over here for Tyler. And Juice said yesterday, he said he said I'd laugh if the A's came out and did it again, and they did. Dave says, back there on the Rockies. And 209 Valley joining us. He likes the over. Thank you. And I think that's it, other than making comparisons. You guys, I'm Calvin Coolidge, okay? Just leave it alone. Go check it out. All right. A's money line and the over for Bob McCormick in this one. I'm going to take the A's on the run line here with Beto. Next up, The Angels and the Mariners with Soriano going here in this one against Logan Gilbert. Gilbert with a 2.74 ERA this season. Soriano, a 3.71 ERA. The Angels have taken the widely reported steam here this morning in this one already, knocking this one down. I show $1.85 on screen, but uh, I think we could go as low as $1.70 or $1.65 at this point. The move is on the Angels, which does give you, if you're interested, I guess, a discount on the Mariners, albeit a hefty price at $1.70 here in this one. But, nonetheless, I do consider anything like a move like this a value when you're going up against a team that's pretty dreadful. Hey, good news out of I guess good news out of Angel Land. Mike Trout nearing his return here very, very soon. Maybe this weekend, quite frankly. So we'll get to see Trouty back. We want to see Trout in there no matter how bad the Angels are. They're not going to deal him. We know that. But Soriano, a 4.8 ERA in his last 3 starts. The Angels are 6-9 with Soriano on the mound. They've actually won 6 of their last 9 games overall after winning yesterday 3-1, another under, by the way. Angels have gone under in 6 of their last 9 on the road. Mariners have gone under in 5 of their last 6. Gilbert's gone under in 7 of his last 10. He has a 3 ERA in his last 4 starts, and Seattle's 5-2 with Gilbert on the mound in his last 7 starts. You can enter in the plays. I'll tell you quickly here that the Angels playing pretty good against the Mariners. Actually, been hanging in there the last 2 series. Here, the Angels played pretty well in that last series against them. Here come your plays with, I think, Williams on the Mariners here in this one to start us off. Here's Duda wants a run line with the Angels. Justin says, "Get me the Angels run line." And Thomas has got our first Nerfy of the day. It took us this long to get a request for a Nerfy here. For Soriano, he's up 4 for 15. Not great in his first innings. Gilbert's one of the best in the major leagues. Just 2 times he's allowed a first inning run in 20 starts. Luis is on the Angels. And let's see, Juice here. Yeah. Let me go with Tyler Parrish. He's got Mariners first 5. And I think Juice is saying under never goes wrong. I don't know if that's a call for the under. Robert says Angels money line and under. And Justin says Trout will get injured again. Hey, once you're injury prone, Justin, you're always injury prone. Trey says you got to come back. I mean, Seattle, these unders are just great and funny. Yesterday, Team Steam, we were on Seattle yesterday. The Steam came in on the over. Everybody was going over yesterday. I was very surprised here. Who loves you, baby? Trey Berry, Angels money line. And 209 Valley says, this race is really heating up. And these 2 teams need the wins. Duda is our umpire handicapper. Thank you, Duda. Thank you. Everybody can check that out. All right, that's cool. And what else? And Dave will go with the Angels. Z's on the under here. Fernando, Mariners run line. All right. Sounds good, crew. I better make a call here. I need a play. Some nice moves rolling in here, but all right. I'm going to try the under in this one. I'm back to the under in this series after seeing what happened yesterday here on the morning steam. Give me under 7 in this one. All right. Next up, we're done here, it looks like, with our show with the Giants and Jordan Hicks going up against the Knack. And Landon Knack here going to be favored in this one, $1.40 here or lower, actually. No, I think we better call $1.40. I'm actually seeing a little bit higher at some spots in the total. Definitely 8.5. Juice to the over here with Knack on the mound. For Landon Knack, he comes in here right now with an ERA currently in these games, 3.21 in his last eight starts so far for Knack. Last eight appearances, I think. He's only had 7 starts. Dodgers are 2-5 with Knack as a starter. He did have 1 appearance against the Giants, 4 2/3 innings, 1 run allowed. Dodgers have won 3 of their last 4. We had him as a premium pick yesterday as they got it done kind of late. Giants came back to tie it up, and Dodgers ended up pulling it off yesterday. The Giants have dropped 8 of their last 12. They've gone under in 6 straight. Dodgers have gone over in 8 of their last 11 at home. For Hicks, he has an 0-3 record in his last 4 starts with a 7.86 ERA. Here coming into this one, he's always good numbers against the Dodgers for Hicks, a 1.23 ERA in 9 appearances, just 2 starts, however. But man, pretty cheap price. Remember, I want to go against the Giants on the road. It feels like every time, and especially if it's a decent price with your Dodgers. So again, you guys can go with your picks here. Let's see. Giants have not been producing here, obviously, with offense. Here come the plays that's starting us off with William on the Dodgers. Here's Thomas on the Dodgers, but Ziggy likes the Giants. A little contrarian action here. Dodgers money line for Justin. Ray likes the over tonight. Tyler's on the Dodgers. Terrell will lay 2.5 at some nice plus money. Dodgers an over here for Luis. Thank you, Duda, for all, man. You just take it for granted. I'm not gonna put this grab. I'm not going to read it. You guys can look at it, write it down, take a screenshot. But I just want to thank Duda for putting this information in. I love umpire trends, even if they're not always valid or usable in certain games. Anybody who takes the time to put all this stuff in, typing it out, is going to get my appreciation. I'm going to show it on screen. Thank you, Duda, for stopping by today. Juice likes the under, and here's a Yerfie for 209 Valley in the Dodger game today. Hicks is 6 for 19. That's not great, so that's pretty cool. And for Knack, 2 for 7. Not great either. So I think Yerfie might be okay here in this one. Mike likes the Giants. So there is some support on the Giants. It doesn't feel too consensus-y, but again, for me, the Giants long term, this 34% win percentage or whatever it is over the last nearly 2 seasons right now is really starting to suck. So maybe I can pivot to the total here. I might want to save this Dodger price. It feels like give me the under for sure in this one of the Giants and the Dodgers today at 8.5. I think it's something I can tolerate. I almost feel like both side and total are premium here at this point. And all right, Thomas, here they come from Thomas Lewis. Maybe I have to help him here with one of them. It sounds like, okay, Baltimore run line, Tampa money line, Atlanta run line, Phillies money line, and it's Cardinals, Pirates under, Thomas. Cardinals, Pirates under. What is the other one? That should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Great job, Thomas. Thank you. He also likes. Oh, maybe there's 7 then. Baltimore, Tampa Bay, Atlanta, Philly. Okay, Kansas City, and then that total, that makes 6. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here on the Morning Steam. Back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. We're back with more coverage. When we take the air tomorrow, there will be soccer. So I don't know if Fernando hooked us up here. He's already talked about that. Bodo Glimt game is just about to begin here in about 4 minutes. If you want to go back and check out that UEFA Champions League qualifier here with Rigas and Bodo Glimt. And tomorrow, though, we'll be here with Olympic soccer. When we're on the air here, it'll be 2 games in action, Uzbekistan and Spain, and also Argentina and Morocco. And don't sleep on that one, actually. Even though Argentina will be a pretty strong favorite, Morocco, I might give out a pick right here, right now, and I might give out Morocco. I'll take them at plus a half a goal, but I might sprinkle that money line too at plus 300 or so against Argentina. Again, you're dealing with under 23 teams with 3 exemptions here, and Morocco has got a pretty decent team in this tournament. They're, I believe, one of the top, at least 4, 5, 6 teams, it feels like, here that could spring something. So if anything, I'll give out my play. So we're going to be on the show. Spain and Uzbekistan. I mean, Spain's favored by 1.5 goals, and that one might be tough for them to cover. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. We'll give out Morocco as our Olympics play to open up the tournament. Maybe we'll have some more tomorrow as well. It's a big card of games tomorrow from the men, including Egypt and Dominican Republic, Guinea and New Zealand, Iraq and Ukraine. I want to almost lean to Iraq plus 1.5 goals there. Japan and Paraguay. USA is underway. They're a huge underdog against France. And this will probably be where USA could probably stun somebody, actually. And Israel and Mali. All right. Appreciate everybody here. Don't forget, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. I'll have premium picks coming off another winning day yesterday. So we're finally on a little bit of a winning streak here in Major League Baseball. And we'll have it today. Again, I'll probably have, I would imagine, 6 or 7 plays here tonight with the premium picks. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all premium pick packages from our team of handicappers over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can check out the handicapper leaderboards and see who's hot. Then click on the handicapper or the package of your choice. You see the packages here that are already loaded up from the handicappers over at Tony'sPicks.com. See Tony T right there with the 3-pack. You got Bo with his best bet up there already. Daniel Velocichuk is with some plays, and Nick Lagaretos as well. So thanks a lot, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow with more Morning Steam at 9 a.m. Eastern and 6 a.m. Pacific. I think we might have a guest here tomorrow too as well. So check me out here tomorrow. Appreciate everyone, and we'll catch you again tomorrow. More Morning Steam for Tony'sPicks.com. I'm Ramon Scott.
Can it be showing up with Tony T? Yes, Ramon SEO to the double TV funneling these bookies like 1, 2, 3. They tapping out and we cashing out. It's plain to see. The morning steam is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game is sort of a freight train. It's been reported back rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and listen to the picks, and it goes a little something like this.